Hi guys. So I just wanted to give you a sample of what I'm looking for sourcing. What does that actually mean in a real life example? And so this was actually written by one of your classmates. I added a couple things here and there, but this classmate of yours did actually really, really well. I think they knew the author already, which I hope that you guys all know the Grimke sisters. If not, look them up. But this person did a really good job. So I thought I would just show you from your own student example what to be doing in the actual DBQ. Now, just by looking at some people's paragraphs, I knew that you didn't do enough. I know that everybody writes differently, but in order to get the sourcing point, you really have to go above and beyond. So look how large this paragraph is. And this is only one document. This is only sourcing one document, but it's a lot of information. Sourcing is big. That's why they only ask you to do it for two documents. And remember, you get a point for doing it for one, which is awesome. But if you can get the hang of this and do it for two, then definitely shoot for that. Okay. So you guys know the prompt. It's about the Civil War. What were the economic, political, and social differences that led the North and the South to eventually fight each other in that war? I gave you the thesis, and the point that we're talking about right here is the dividing topic over slavery. Okay, so what I did here, hopefully this is helpful. This is the paragraph that correctly sources, and then underneath I color coded what are all the elements that need to be in this paragraph to get the sourcing point. Many of you guys did a great job at making a topic sentence that like went back to the prompt and the thesis, your first sentence. A lot of you guys did great on that. I was very impressed. That's the basics of writing, but you guys got it. This pinkish color is historical context. That is huge for sourcing. That is huge for the DBQ. You have to do this stuff anyways, but for sourcing, you desperately need to do it. The blue is unique to only sourcing. Talking about the author, mentioning them by name. If you know who the author is, awesome, put in that information. If you don't know who the author is, you have to look in the document. What is the author's point of view? You can see a lot of blue here because your classmate knew who the authors were. So they definitely brought a lot of information in there. The purple is talking about the document, analyzing it. This person quotes a small phrase that a lot of you guys chose, which slavery is un-American, but this classmate explained it a little bit more. So that purple is really good. The yellow in here is whenever you're bringing it back to the prompt, how the North and the South are dividing, leading towards war. I like how this classmate sprinkled it in throughout the paragraph. It's really good. And then they ended off with more historical context and even brought in some outside information. Uncle Tom's Cabin was really great to bring in here. And then back to the basics of writing. At the end of your paragraph, just like at the beginning of your paragraph, you have to bring it back to the thesis. So I think a lot of us, this was our first time sourcing. But I think if there's one piece of advice I can give all of us is to go for it. Add more. Go above and beyond. A simple paragraph is not going to do it for the DBQ. It's not going to do it for sourcing. Add more historical context. Add more about the author. Analyze the document more. More. Okay? So read this sample to yourself. See what I was talking about with the colors, and hopefully your next sourcing paragraph, and hopefully in your DBQ today, hopefully you can do something like this. Okay? So good luck, and I'm here for you if you need any help, okay?